Today, Noah Chast looks at the race for Jefferson County Sheriff. The position's currently held by Mark Heckathorn. Jason Pollock is running against him, as well as a third candidate who declined any request for interviews.
Our skill sets are greatly different, and I think mine are more in line for what Jefferson County needs as their next sheriff.
He doesn't really have the experience, the hands-on experience that I have.
Mark Heckathorn and Jason Pollock are two of the three candidates on the ballot for Jefferson County Sheriff. When 35-year vet Jim Atkins retired from the position in June, Jefferson County Commissioners unanimously selected Mark Heckathorn as the interim sheriff. Heckathorn is a 23-year Sheriff's Office veteran, and he's served as Patrol Deputy, SRO, Marine Deputy, Patrol Sergeant, Detective, Captain, Jail Commander, and Undersheriff. With an associate's and bachelor's degree in criminal justice, he feels he is the most qualified candidate for the job.
And so I've really been preparing my entire career for this opportunity to be sheriff.
Jason Pollock is a 19-year vet who served as Patrol Deputy, Lake and Forest PGE, Search and Rescue Coordinator, Detective for Child Abuse and Sex Crimes, and a supervisor. He feels his on-the-street experience makes him the best fit.
There is a huge difference between being an administrator and being a leader, you don't have to be in a position of administration to be a leader.
The election has been met with some controversy, as the third candidate on the ballot, Rick DuPont, has shown no real interest in being sheriff.
And there's been kind of some speculation that he was kind of put his hat in the ring to maybe split votes or something as kind of a plant
That's silly. Absolutely. If he was a plant candidate and was trying to actually get votes, he would be making public comments.
Heckathorn paid for and dropped off DuPont's filing and says he did so because if the election only had two candidates, it couldn't take place until November. But with three, it can in May.
So when nobody had filed to be a third person, that's when I approached Rick and asked if he would be willing to do that. And it's simply, again, nothing underhanded about it in the sense that I asked him. It's simply to allow the election to take place.
Pollock is not a fan of the move.
It appears dishonest and unethical, and that's an issue. And I think people see it as dishonest and unethical.
There's also a bit of bad blood between the candidates, with Pollock being demoted shortly after Heckathorn took over as interim sheriff.
Your demotion when he took over, do you think that was retaliation in any form?
You know, I believe it was retaliation. I think his claim to say that it was not retaliation is not a very good claim.
Heckathorn says it was strictly a performance-based demotion.
When it comes to those kinds of things, everybody's going to have a perspective if something comes up.
Both Heckathorn and Pollock want to keep addressing the drug and alcohol and the mental health crisis they're seeing in Jefferson County.
As a street cop, I've seen the impact that certain things can have on families, and I would really like to take a big part of that and try to change it.
I think the people will make the right decision when given the opportunity, and I'm so fortunate, honestly, to have this happening in May because it's going to allow us to move forward and get back to doing the work that we need to be doing out in the community.
In Madras, Noah Chast, News Channel 21.